could do this all day. I got one for you too. I literally have too many stories, and this is why we were going to homeschool. It just wasn't feasible for our schedules. Like, and then the services that my son needed for his speech impairment and his ADHD were costing us so much money out of pocket. And then we also had him in therapy. So the public school system, is while we pay our taxes, offers those services. So if you can get your child evaluated and get into the program, then it is really helpful for our family. Otherwise, he was coming to work with me for over a month, but I work alone. He was alone doing work practically alone, and I'm still navigating this. Like, I'm still navigating this. His diagnosis is super new, but when it comes to experiences in the child care setting, this is our first public school setting. Everything else has been like private child care. And our experiences have been horrifying. Horrifying. My son, we would pull up to this specific woman who was keeping my newborn. Well, at the time he was like 6 months. And at the time, Pharaoh was like 3.5. It got to the point where we would start to pull up, and at first he would be crying because I thought he just wanted to stay with me because we're very attached in that way. But then it would be like he was like almost hysterical when we would pull up. He did not want to get out the car. He didn't want to go. We would get to the front door. He would stand behind me. It's just something in my spirit was like, why are you so resistant? So one day, I think I had kept him home, or she kept saying that he was having like behavioral problems there, and it was like a little duplex, so she literally just had her living room and like 5 little kids, but she was licensed. And so it was one particular time, hold on baby, it was one particular time where he wasn't there, and the next morning when it was time, or that afternoon when it was time to get Legend, when we pulled up, he was like, I have to go here. He started getting frantic, like, are you taking me here? Are you taking me here? I was like, no, I'm just picking up Legend. Like, it's okay. Why are you acting like that? Like, tell me what is going on. And he was like, I don't want to go there. And so as I started asking questions, like, why don't you want to go? Don't you have fun? Don't you have friends? Isn't she nice? And he was like, no, she be pinching me. I'm telling y'all, if you have a story, I have one too. If you have a story, I have one too. Like, I cannot make this up. So when people try to make it seem like, oh, being like too critical of the child care setting or things like that, that's not it. That's not it. I have 6 children. This isn't my first child or my oldest child. So I've already raised children before now, and I've never had this experience. Now, of course, I'm really diligent. I am a really diligent parent in that regard. And for this specific situation, like, I'm paying close attention because I already know, because of his communication and his articulation, nobody listens. So I pay extra close attention to make sure I truly understand what it is that he's trying to tell me, so that he knows that I am listening to him. He was hysterical. Ma'am, why are you putting your hands on my child? So yeah, he's resistant to, like, when they gave him like his ODD diagnosis, I really felt like I don't see defiance, because he doesn't behave any of these ways at home or with anybody else. He has his regular little kid stuff, but nothing like what they're experiencing at school. Him like shutting down, covering his ears, trying to run away, like literally running up the street from his school, trying to get away from the adults that are trying to contain him. Hold on, baby. Okay, I'll take you. So all that to say, if you have a story, trust me, I have one too. And we just have to pay attention and listen to our kids. We have to listen to our children. I cannot stress that enough. Find out later that they lied. Listen, and then find out the truth. But to just automatically assume they're not telling the truth, I can't get behind that. I just can't get behind that.